Some pretty good news when it comes to Godzilla vs. Kong. It is a big hit for HBO Max, which I've already talked about. The biggest news, though, is that the movie is actually broken even now with the box office. So it's now made its money back. It's also boosting HBO Max numbers. And anything that it makes now in the box office is profit. I would say, given the circumstances of its release, this is pretty good, particularly for solid entertainment. Like I said a million times, is it a masterpiece of writing? No. But is it a good time? Yes. There's also no nonsense in the movie, like we are seeing in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? Tons of, well, not tons, but there's some nonsense in it. And I'm going to bet that it's going to become more prevalent as the show continues. Viacom CBS, moving ahead, they're going to double down on everything. New production deal with woke activists. The company that they're working with to try to make all of this happen apparently is ran by a founder of the METOO movement. So I'm sure that Viacom CBS is going to go to all kinds of amazing places, even though I hear their whole Paramount Plus network is doing terribly. No one's buying it. Nobody's watching it. A lot of their projects like Star Trek Discovery, which honestly I think at this point is a tax write-off because nobody likes or watches that show really. So I'm blown away to how Star Trek still makes like any money. Like they're literally just pushing into the ground. You've got Alex Kurtzman saying that it's not about the show anymore. It's about the message, not the story. So I think CBS will probably be one of the first media giants to go bankrupt. I really do. I mean, they don't really, what does CBS even own? Anyway, I see all this and then I see articles like this saying, oh, Godzilla may be a pandemic anomaly. It's fake. There's no reason why this movie would be successful under any other circumstances. And I got to disagree. I have to disagree. So they write this whole article here talking about, well, this movie wouldn't have been a success if it came out in a normal time. Like if there wasn't the coof and all of this stuff, it wouldn't have been such a success. And I got to call that out and say, I don't think that that's true because the movie has had some competition. The movie Nobody, which came out, I think, March 28th, isn't that far behind it. In fact, I think I don't think it had a national rollout, but that movie hasn't really been killing the box office. And I hear reports that movie tackles toxic masculinity and stuff like that. Do you really think that that's going to be a message that resonates with people? I can't say if that's true or not. I haven't seen Nobody, but it's not exactly turning heads at the box office. It's, given the numbers, it's not doing that bad, but Godzilla vs. Kong has literally destroyed that movie. And I think people underestimate the appeal of just straightforward entertainment like this, especially when every medium and every entertainment outlet is injecting politics and lectures into their material. It really turns people off. And this is why you're seeing sports leagues lose ratings and fans. Like they're turning it into a big lecture most of the time. This is why the NBA is falling into life support, because people are tuning in for sports and they're getting lectures. You get no lectures at all during Godzilla vs. Kong. You may not get a great story, but you get a lot of entertainment, and I think that really appeals to people. I really do. And if you were to release Godzilla vs. Kong in, say, the early 2000s or the 90s, I don't even know if you could release that film then, to be honest. But let me change that. If we lived in the world, if movies still were trying to just be entertainment like they used to be, I don't know if this movie would be the success it is. I do think it is part of the environment. I think that it's the fact that there's just nothing else out there trying to just straight up entertain, that this movie is giving people what they want, and that's why it's a giant success. And I really don't think that that's that crazy of an idea. But I do find it funny that now these outlets are trying to dissect like why this is, a success, and then it's just an anomaly. We gotta cool the jets on this narrative that if you just give people good entertainment and stop trying to pander and lecture, that they'll show up again. Because we need to push this narrative that people want this woke nonsense, that this is the new wave of entertainment is. We got to keep that narrative going. It's literally like a church. We need to get the church in everybody's home. We need to get the book of woke in everybody's home. And this kind of stuff kind of distracts from that. So I think that it's just kind of telling. Box up. Why? It's an anomaly. It's not an anomaly. If you kept pumping out stuff that had people that wants to entertain people, people would pay for it. People would show up for it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.